Becoming flexible in 1 week with beginner yoga stretches. Join me as I challenge myself to become flexible in just 1 week using these beginner yoga stretches. If you're new to yoga or just looking for ways to improve your flexibility, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to cover some of the most effective beginner-friendly yoga stretches that'll have you bending and twisting like a pro in no time. I know a lot of people who want to get into yoga, but they're intimidated by all the complex poses they see online. Or maybe they've tried yoga before, but they just didn't see any improvements in their flexibility. If that sounds like you, don't worry, you're not alone. One of the biggest misconceptions about yoga is that you need to be super flexible to start with, but that's just not true. There are plenty of beginner-friendly stretches out there that'll help you build flexibility from the ground up. Another common challenge beginners face is that they just don't know where to start. There are so many different types of yoga out there, and it can be overwhelming to figure out which one is right for you. But the truth is, it doesn't matter what type of yoga you're doing. What matters is that you're consistent and you're listening to your body. Because when it comes down to it, flexibility is all about building strength, increasing mobility, and reducing tension in your muscles. One thing I've noticed is that a lot of people get discouraged when they don't see improvements in their flexibility right away. They might try a few stretches for a week or two, but then they get busy and stop practicing. But the thing is, building flexibility takes time and consistency. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. You need to be patient, stay committed, and trust the process. Let's dive into some of the stretches that'll help you get started on your flexibility journey. First up, we have downward facing dog. This stretch is amazing for stretching out your hamstrings, calves, and spine. To get into the pose, start on your hands and knees, then lift your hips up and back, straightening out your arms and legs as you go. Keep your palms and heels grounded and engage your core to support your body. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Next up, we have the seated forward bend. This stretch is great for lengthening out your hamstrings, calves, and glutes. To get into the pose, sit on the ground with your legs straight out in front of you. Inhale, lengthening out your spine, then exhale, folding forward and reaching for your toes. Keep your knees slightly bent if you need to, and hold for 30 seconds. Another great stretch for improving flexibility is the pigeon pose. This stretch targets your hips, glutes, and lower back, which can be notoriously tight areas. To get into the pose, start on your hands and knees, then bring one knee forward and place your ankle in front of the other knee. Lower your hips down towards the ground, stretching out your back leg and glutes. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing deeply, then switch sides. Finally, let's talk about the lizard pose. This stretch is amazing for opening up your hips and glutes, which can help improve your range of motion and reduce tension in your lower back. To get into the pose, start on your hands and knees, then step 1 foot forward and place your hands on the ground beside your front foot. Lower your hips down towards the ground, stretching out your back leg and glutes. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing deeply, then switch sides. One of the most important things to remember when it comes to building flexibility is that consistency is key. You can't just do a few stretches once a week and expect to see significant improvements. You need to be practicing regularly, even if it's just for a few minutes a day. And the more consistent you are, the faster you'll see results. The most important thing to remember is that flexibility is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and practice to see significant improvements, but trust me, it's worth it. With these beginner-friendly stretches, you'll be well on your way to becoming more flexible in no time. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've tried out any of these stretches before, leave a comment below and let me know about your experience. And if you're looking for more advanced yoga techniques, be sure to check out my next video.